It's a sad fact that so many home fragrance businesses, such as candles and wax melts, fail before they've even really got started. We see it all the time. We see people want to start a business, they make a few products, they post a few times on Instagram, don't really get any sales, and just give up. It's such a shame because you've already had that courage to start something and then it hasn't kicked on, so therefore it's cancelled. Or we also see businesses folding at the moment. Just recently, one of the biggest candle supply companies in the UK completely closed their doors and folded without letting anybody know, which was a big shock to lots of customers of theirs. But why is this? Why do so many businesses fail so early on? It's something that needs to be resolved, and people need to be aware of these things so they do not fall into the trap that so many companies do fall into, where they cannot grow, they can't get sales, they're not very profitable, and then they just end up closing their doors and stopping altogether. My name is Paul Main, and welcome to the Home Fragrance Academy. This is the channel where we teach people to start, grow and scale their candle business. You can go online at homefragrance.academy. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can join our weekly newsletter, you can view all of our content, or you can join our Home Fragrance Academy Growth Hub, which is where we give you one-to-one coaching, access to all of our courses and everything else. So I've been thinking about this quite a lot recently, and I've been looking at what I've learned over my 21 years in business and marketing, and what we've done in the past 6 years when we've been growing our home fragrance companies. What is it that has made us survive and start to thrive, as opposed to all of these other companies that don't even really get started? And this is what I want to share with you today. I've put this down to two main areas. The first being marketing. Now, I talk about marketing all the time. It's my experience, it's what I've known all my life, and it's incredibly important. And without marketing, businesses just wouldn't do anything. I think the problem is people think that marketing is a case of posting a few times on social media and waiting for people to come to them. It's so much more than that. It's about your company as a brand. It's everything to do with how you portray yourself visually in front of your audience. So I think really what you need to do is focus on a niche. You need to find your target audience. What specific set of customers are you going to target? And then you need to create content around that particular audience. And you need to be pumping it out all the time on social media, via email, on Facebook advertising platforms, all of this kind of stuff. Then you need to start working with influencers, do paid promotions with other companies as well. So, and brand deals, brand partnerships as well. So you could partner up, if you're a home fragrance brand, you could partner up with a cleaning company and you promote their products, they promote your products, either on social media or via leaflet swaps. You can look at PR companies as well. If you've got a local PR company, they will help you get into all of your local press by telling stories. And one thing to bear in mind is when you work with a PR company, or if you see news articles or on any of your sort of local publications, you'll see that when they do feature businesses, they're never adverts, they're never sort of sales pitches, they're always stories, because that's what people love. People love stories. So think about that for your own content and your own marketing methods as well. Create stories that other people can resonate with. Share how you started, share how you make products, share the charities that you support if you do. Share all of this good stuff because people really find it fascinating. And that's something that really helped us when we first started. And also when we first started, one thing that really helped us to grow and get a lot more exposure was our willingness to do behind the scenes content. We would create really raw, horrible videos of ourselves making our products, talking about our problems that we're facing day to day. Quite boring content for most people. But there is an audience that find that really fascinating, really interesting. And what it does, it helps to build that brand loyalty with your customers and with your audience. So the more of that you can do, the better. Marketing is something that you need to go full throttle on all the time. Even when you're busy, you need to not let up. Because think about it, there are so many of your competitors that are failing in this. So if you can be the one to out-accelerate and outperform all of those, it's only going to pay you dividends in the future. The second main area I can see where people are failing when it comes to sort of trying to grow their business is innovation. And I don't mean innovation as in inventing new products or anything like that all the time and constantly thinking to create something new all the time. It's more about just keeping up with the times and making sure your business is innovating with the times. And a good example of this is Toys R Us. Here in the UK, about 15, 20 years ago, we had a big toy chain called Toys R Us. They had huge shops, and that's where they sold their products. When people started to buy products online, they did not invest the time and energy and effort into creating their online presence, and that really hampered them, and that's a big part of why they failed. Then you've got the likes of Smith's Toy Shop, who have a beautiful online presence and really pushed that and have really innovated in that space, who are absolutely flying at the moment. At one of my businesses, Cozy Aromas, where we make home fragrance products here in the UK, we have always been very much aware of needing to continue to innovate. That's something I know about and what I always try to instill on our team here. And in recent years, we've used plastic packaging for our wax melts. We've always wanted to get away from that, but we didn't quite know how. So what we did was we created a brand new wax melt bar, which has got our logo stamped into it, which looks beautiful. It's in our larger sizes, 100-gram sizes, which is what we were famous for when we first started, was our much larger wax melts. And then we created beautiful bespoke printed boxes for each wax melt. So every wax melt has its own printed box. So not only does that make our products completely unique, but also one of the main reasons for doing this is we knew that we weren't very strong on retail, as in we didn't have a huge amount of stockists and trade customers, and that's something that we wanted to really build up. So when we were designing our new products, we wanted to make sure that they were completely ready for trade. So they display nicely in shops. There's a little hole in the middle of the packaging so people can smell the product without having to open it and damage it. It's completely ready and set up for shops. And the feedback has been incredible from our stockists. And we're starting to get more and more stockists every single week at a much quicker rate than what we were doing with our previous packaging. So this is all about innovation. We've spotted where there's an area for opportunity, and we've capitalized on it, and it's starting to work for us. So really sort of take that on board and think about what things can you do in your business to continue to improve it and innovate it further. Are there new products that you can launch? Are there complementing products you can launch? Do you offer subscription service? If so, can you offer something that allows people to pay in advance further, so 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time? These don't have to be things that you're reinventing the wheel on. They just have to be things that you're slowly adding to your business to improve it and make sure you're outperforming your competitors. So there you have it. They're the two main reasons why I feel that a lot of candle and wax melt brands fail at the moment. And I think if you can really focus on those and improve those two areas, you can create a business to be proud of that will continue to grow and pay you dividends in the future. I hope that was useful. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions, please leave it below, and I'll see you in the next video.